Yo, this is Itano Plays Final Fantasy 1. Now we are ready to face off against the final boss of the game, Chaos. He is the one who is behind all the evil of the four Fiends. He is the one who is behind all the atrocities that this world has suffered over the years. And now we are ready to take care of him once and for all. The final battle is upon us. And with that in mind, with this party and levels, we are ready to go head to head against the ultimate evil of Final Fantasy 1. Here we go. Isn't that a familiar face? Do you remember me? I was once known as the Knight of Cornelia. "2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland." Oh, you did defeat me then. But the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the four Fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember nothing of this. Now he transformed to his true form. I will be born again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return. Born again into this endless circle that I have created. This endless circle cannot be allowed, and here we go. The final boss battle of Final Fantasy 1 storyline is Chaos. And Chaos has a lot of health. So be ready for a very long fight. That's why I prepared this whole part only for this battle. Strategy-wise, you'll do the same as you did in the previous parts. So we will start, of course, with Giant's Gloves on the Knight. We'll hasten up the Knight. We will be casting Elemental Protection on our party members. I'll actually use Null All, I think, here. I'll start off with using Null All on the Black Wizard because he has the most health. And I'll hasten up the Ninja. Blaze. Powerful fire attack. Gonna hurt us. It's fine. It did decent damage, but not. I expected more. The Lich's flare did more damage than his blaze, though, but it's fine. I'll Null All on Steven just to make sure he's protected well. Knight is ready to go. We will now hasten up not hasten up, of course. I will be using the Giant's Gloves on Ninja. We'll now use Null All on the Ninja as well. And let's see the power of Flare versus Blaze. Tsunami, our ultimate water spell. That hurts. Hurts so much that both the Ninja and the Black Mage is almost about to be taken out. Let us see if we can survive this with the Hilaga, or maybe we'll be taken out, but we'll see. Flare as well. Cyclone. this goodbye Ninja and Black Wizard? Yeah, they are. See, he's not more forced to be nasty here. That's full life the Ninja. The Zaga. It's fine damage. Now of course we have to use all this new stuff again, so I'll just do that. I'll throw the giant gloves on Danny. We will be full lifing the Black Mage. Earthquake. I missed. Good for us. This means that we'll be able to start healing up again after this. Full life on the Black Wizard. He's so frail, poor guy. Then we'll also hasten, we're just gonna hasten himself, I think, it's best. Let's just take no caution now, let's just do a Hilaga on Masol. And then we can do the flare on him. Let's see how to do well the flare does against Chaos. It does respectable damage actually. Slowra on Steven. Missed, luckily for us. It's good for us that he's wasted 2 turns now doing nothing to us. Both Earthquake and Slowra, this does nothing. Now we can attack on the Thief as well. I'm just gonna respect him and just do another Hilaga. Hilaga was 38 MP, so he can keep on going for a while. If it goes low, I'll actually use the Black Wizard to throw Ethers on the White Mage, the White Wizard. If not, I'll actually just use a Mega Elixir for this. Oh wow! Even the Knight gets heavy damage from that physical attack. Since we actually saw her good health, I think I'm actually going to do a protect on the whole party. Hopefully I'll survive. Oh, here comes the Blaze again, so this might be actually a bad idea, you'll see. In worst case, I'll heal up the Hilaga and next turn. Yeah, that hurts. Terra, we should be good against physical damage now. Do a flare. Let's just do Hilaga straight away just to be surviving this. Another flare on the Black Wizard. Ow! 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 I did reduce the damage taken there and with the Patera, but man, he hurts. See, Chaos is not a boss to trifle with. He's still a bit challenging, but you need to keep your party alive here. I'm just gonna do Kuraja on the Knight here. We'll do another flare as well. Tsunami. Another multi-target spell from the Chaos here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This might mean the ninja, and I mean at least not the ninja, but the Black Wizard might now be falling in the next move if he uses something as powerful next time, but hopefully surviving. At least I have to do a Hilaga next time. Let me do a flare. Oh! Of course it targets the Black Wizard. At least now the Thief Ninja will be fully healed. So we do a full life on the poor Black Wizard. Ouch! 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 So he has a lot of health, this Chaos guy. I think we're taking at least half of his health though. Let's hope the thief survives the next attack. I will do a Hilaga just to be certain. I will do a flare. One shot! Goodbye, Black Wizard. It's not really your day today, Black Wizard, but it's fine. Ninja survives, so now he will survive at least an extra fight. Full life on the Black Wizard, and now the ninja is going down. But I like this way. Plus the Knight and the White Wizard is being in safety mode for now. The Black Wizard though has to take all the beating. Holy crap. I'm actually going to do another... actually use Kuraga on the this one now, and actually I have to use... I'm just going to use the Dry Ether. On the White Wizard. That's how you want to do it. This is good. He hits the focus and Knight's power. That means we can use the Dry Ether on the White Wizard to make sure the White Wizard has enough MP to survive this all. And now we're doing pretty good. But I will respect him, I will do Hilaga in case he'll do some melee damage again. Flare. But luckily the White Wizard has so much health that she can take a beating and still stand well. The Chaos shouldn't have too much health now. I think he's not very... I think he only has a few thousand health now. He should be getting close to me. I'm not gonna disrespect him. I will do Hilaga. And we'll do Flare. He has a lot of health. I think he has 20,000 health, which is highest health by far of any mob in face so far. I think the second highest one is the remade Tiamat that has like 5,600 health or something. That's it! That's it! Chaos has been defeated. The Warriors of Light have done it. What a battle. We are given the epilogue. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the Fiends. Monsters ran rampant, and the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent the time spiraling into a loop? None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle that the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep within their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. Final Fantasy. And now we get the credits of Final Fantasy 1. with some cool pictures and arts that were made for the games for after the NES version. I think this is the mainly first seen on the PlayStation version, but at least we also see them on the PSP version. Of course, some credits for the people who have made these games come true, both from the NES version and of course the PSP version, the PlayStation version and the iOS version as well. And of course the Game Boy Advance version. So what a journey we had! We started off by rescuing Sarah from Garland. We fought the pirates of Pravoka, then to solve the mysteries of Elfheim together with the evil wizard, or not wizard but evil elf, dark elf called Hastos. And then we faced off against the first of 4 Fiends, the Lich, after we had vanquished his little cohort, the vampire. I mean, things have really changed differently now over time. It really, really has. And then we went on to face off against the Fiend of Fire. We have gone and faced off against the Trial of Courage to be getting stronger. We went to Onrak to go to the Sunken Shrine and face off against the Fiend of Water. Then we used the Rosetta Stone found in the Sunken Shrine to give it to Dr. Un in Melmond before we went to Lefenia and talked to the Lefenians, and they gave us an item to give access to the Mirage Tower. Before that we also went to the Waterfall Cavern outside of Onrak to get the Warp Cube. With those 2 items we went to the Mirage Tower in the desert in the northeast, and then we were teleported to the Flying Fortress, and there we faced off against the Fiend of Air, or Fiend of Wind as you can say as well. And then we found out that all these fiends and the crystals were basically aligned in a corner, and in the center of that corner were the Chaos Shrine. We learned from the dwarves in Crescent Lake that we can go back in time to take care of the evil that had sent the fiends to this world. And then we went back in time, we went through the Chaos Shrine, refought the Fiend of Earth Lich, the Fiend of Fire Merilith, the Fiend of Water Kraken, and the Fiend of Wind Tiamat. And then we found that Garland were the one behind everything, and now he showed us our true form from the past. I guess he didn't have that true form when he was in our time in the first start of the game. Then we fought his true form, Chaos. Quite an interesting battle, quite a long battle. He has 20,000 health, not a pushover by any means. But we still managed to defeat him, even though we had to use a full lives, but I think we did fine. And then in the end, the flare that sent the killing blow on Chaos, and down he is for good. No more resurrection of Chaos this time, even though then maybe he'll be existing in the past of the time we were, but hopefully for this world Chaos will never return, and the Fiends will never return, and all peace is well in the world. We saw the epilogue, which was quite long, and now we have, of course, the credits of the game, of the people that have made this game possible. And we will soon get the end sign as well, as always. Quite a long, hefty game. Even though the game, of course, has some lacking things, I think the game is just way too short. I spent just about 12 hours, I could have done it easily in less than that. I could probably have done it in less than 10 hours if I've done it properly. But I'm not a speedrunner. I like to take my time with games and enjoy it instead of just speedrunning it. But that was just it. The game is just short, and the amount of side quests to do in this game is pretty small. Technically, the class change you do in with Bahamut is actually more of a side quest, but it's nice to buy. I think it's part of the storyline too. It's like the Trial of Courage. It's something you should do. Luckily though, they made the change of that when they made the game for Game Boy Advance, PSP, and iOS. In the PlayStation version, this would have been the end for this Let's Play, but I'm playing the PSP version for a reason, not just because of enhanced graphics, but because we can go inside the dungeons of the optional dungeons that we uncovered in by beating the Fiends. We have 4 dungeons to go to here, and these dungeons are not any pushovers at all. The dungeons themselves are kind of called the Soul of Chaos, which is basically the combined name of the new dungeons that was first introduced in the Game Boy Advance version. The first one we have seen in the very early parts of this Let's Play, that was the Earthgate Shrine, which is basically between Cornelia and the Chaos Shrine. And there we'll be having quite a long dungeon, and we'll be facing off against the bosses from Final Fantasy III. On the southernmost island of the Card Islands, where we had Bahamut, we'll see the Hellfire Chasm and facing boss of Final Fantasy IV. Livespring Grotto is in the canal between the dwarves and Inner Sea, where we had the things open. There we'll find Livespring Grotto. There we'll find the boss of Final Fantasy V, and finally, the Ice Cavern near Mount Gulg, we will face the Whisperwind Cove and find the bosses of Final Fantasy VI. Speaking of the end, here we have it. This is the sign that Final Fantasy I has been beaten. Game is officially over, but we still have more things to do. We have quite a long more stuff to do. The other dungeons, Earthgate Shrine, Hellfire Chasm, Livespring Grotto, and Whisperwind Cove is quite long and will take quite some parts to go through. In addition, we have, of course, the exclusive dungeon for Final Fantasy I called Labyrinth of Time. As you can see in this version, when you beat the game, you will get a save game clear data. That means that you can start a new game with your bestiary intact. We can do that. Just don't save over your old game though, I won't do that. Just save file number 2. If you want to re-battle Chaos, you can do battle number 2. And that's it! That is it, we are back here again. And that's it for this part. We are done with Final Fantasy I technically, but I'm not gonna say quits now. I want to do the optional dungeons, and that will be the goal for our next parts. We will start up by doing the Earthgate Shrine before we'll head into the Hellfire Chasm. Then we'll do the Livespring Grotto, and finally we'll do the Whispering Cove. And then, in the end, when we've done all 4, we will give a try inside the Labyrinth of Time. So if you have any feedback on Let's Play and want to discuss this game, leave a comment below this video. If you want to be notified when I upload more parts and other stuff on my channel, then hit the subscribe button and you will be notified, and that will make me a very happy person. But I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time as we explore the bonus dungeons of Final Fantasy I.